Are wondering which cheap drone to purchase, this GT3 or the E99 or E88, and which one is actually a better drone? So first, when it comes to the model names, the GT3 also goes under these different model names, but again it's really the same drone, just different names from different sellers. And also the E99 and also E88 also is the same drone, just again from different sellers. By the way, if you want to see full review on basically flight test on this drone, simply check out my other videos. I have full videos on both drones. In this video we will simply cover all these things, and I will tell you basically which drone is really the best, and basically in these categories also which drone is the best really. So over here I have this newest GT3, so this was only released a couple of months ago, while the E99 actually is already quite an old drone, and it's maybe like already 5 years old model essentially. By the way, actually I do not have the E99 anymore, because during basically filming one video, actually my drone actually took off and basically it flied away, and basically I do not have it even anymore, so I lost it actually. But yeah, I will simply basically talk basically how these compare. So first, when it comes to the build quality and also like how durable these drones is, then definitely the complete win actually goes to this new GT3 drone essentially. So on the E99 and E88, see basically we actually have like zero protection for the for these propeller blades essentially, and what happens when you actually smash this drone anywhere, so maybe in a wall or bushes really, so nothing really happens to this drone, and it simply continues flying. Whereas this one, if you simply crash it somewhere, it simply like falls down. Again, you can also easily damage it. So again, the design on this is much worse than on this drone. So already when it comes to design and build quality, on this one is miles better. Also the overall build quality, also basically when I checked, also this actually feels more premium on this one. And when it comes to the price, both of the drones really cost pretty much the same amount of money. For this one, again, I paid around $10 essentially, and for this, again, I paid only like $11. So again, the price really is the same. By the way, if you're looking to get this, for example, GT3, I'll leave a special discount link in the description where you can get an AliExpress for the cheapest price. So literally this is what I paid. Again, if you follow the special discount link, you can also get it for like only a bit over like $10, which is absolutely insane when you consider what we actually get. So when it comes to the ease of use and how easy it is to fly these drones, this small guy again completely destroys the E99 or E88. So when I had the E99 basically, so it was actually mega hard to control it, and yeah, basically, so again I only literally had it maybe for a week before basically I even lost complete control of it, and simply like took off in air and flies away somewhere. So again, overall controls on this is complete garbage really. Also when it comes to the remote control reliability, also on this one it's much better. So the range on this one, the real range which I actually had, basically maybe was only like 10 or 15 meters, so maybe only like 10. So at 10 meters already basically the drone and the remote already lost basically the basically the connection. Basically the drone like basically went on its own essentially. So again, the connection was absolutely terrible basically. Also response basically on the joysticks and when you actually control the drone, also it simply wasn't very good, whereas the response and controls on this one really is top class. So obviously it's still budget down, so it's obviously not as good as maybe on like $300 or $400 drones, but again for the price this is way better than it should actually perform. So when it comes to the range, so from what I have tried so far basically, so it appears the actual range is maybe like 30 meters, so the reliable range, maybe you can get it a bit further, but again personally I wouldn't fly it much further. So if you maybe check some online specs about the drones, these drones sometimes claim in those Chinese listings that they can fly like very far, like even like kilometer away, but again that's complete nonsense. So that range is not real. The real range on this one is maybe like 25 to 30 meters. So after that again the connection isn't really the best. But again, so when it comes to like ease of use and reliability and connection reliability, this again is miles better, so way better than this one. And when it comes to the camera quality, so both of these drones actually have cameras, and the camera quality also is really the same situation. On this newer one, again, we actually get a significantly better camera than on this one. Oh, also when it comes to the phone app, also the phone app is way more responsive on this drone as well. So basically the phone app, basically if you basically wanted to basically fly your drone, this E99 with your phone app, again the connection like reliability wasn't really the best. Versus on this drone actually, so the connection is actually fairly decent. So let's connect. So essentially this drone actually creates a Wi-Fi network. So as you see, basically this one. So simply connect to the Wi-Fi network that it creates, and then we can go back to the settings and start the drone. And then you see basically, yeah, you can essentially film, yeah, what you are doing. But this drone also has extra camera over here, so one on the bottom, so we can easily switch between the front and also the bottom camera. But obviously the quality on this camera is much better. So so you can record video, like take pictures with this app as well, and also see your videos that you have recorded in past as well. So for example, let's check out the video quality of this one. So this is what you can expect to get. So as you see, the quality obviously isn't very high end, but still just for fun, for basic stuff, I still think for the price it's acceptable. So you see, you can clearly understand everything in the video. So even though the video obviously isn't the most premium quality on this drone, still it's usable. Whereas again, the video quality, I would say, was even like 2 or 3 times worse on this drone. Again, maybe it's simply like much older model as well, so they simply at that time basically they didn't include like the best cameras anyway. Oh, also when you check basically the resolutions on these cameras, basically in those listings, they even claim that you can get literally like 4K. As you can see, even over here, maybe 8K resolution, but again, that's complete nonsense. These cameras actually do not have like 4K or even like HD quality. So again, it's just some basic stuff. So again, also in these listings, when you purchase, basically some listings also try to offer like better resolution cameras, so like 4K, 6K, 8K. But again, that's complete nonsense. All those cameras are identical, so that's kind of scam really. So again, simply purchase the cheapest listing for this camera. The camera actually you will receive will be identical on all of them. So again, this is like simple like scam basically that they do. So again, do not fall for that. I'm just warning you. So again, the camera quality really is all the same on basically no matter how much you extra pay. So again, they still use the same sensor, just try to scam you essentially. So that's actually not cool, but yeah, I'm just warning you. But again, basically, so that video quality, what you saw basically was from the cheapest listing. So yeah, for that price, this drone cost, I still think that's decent picture. And when it comes to the wind resistance, I would say maybe the E99 actually has got tiny bit of edge over this one, because actually it's tiny bit heavier drone. So this small guy actually weighs only 68 grams. So when I measured this one, I do not remember exactly, but again, it was slightly heavier. So basically like chunkier a bit basically. So, and that helped basically a bit more if you were flying it in the wind essentially. So if you actually try to fly this drone in wind, obviously if you have more wind, again, the wind simply like picks up the drone, and even like yeah, basically the drone basically flies with the wind essentially. So again, yeah, but again, basically the overall like controllability basically, so how easy it is to control basically the drone in air, again, is way better. Also the stability basically and hovering basically ability, so on this also is way better. So again, if you do not have any wind, so if there aren't like any external factors on this drone, again, it simply hovers in air very well. So again, simply check my like original video of this one where I show you basically how it flies. So yeah, it's mega stable in the air and very easy to control. Also the remote control also can be so absolutely great, I would say. Whereas on this one, again, it's simply not stable. So again, very hard to control. And when it comes to the battery life and charging, so the battery life, I would say, is pretty much equal on these drones, and you can get maybe like 5 to 6 minutes of actual flight time. When it comes to the charging, also it's very similar, so it takes a bit over 1 hour basically to fully charge the battery. And overall, which drone should you get? Well, really, there isn't a question, really. This by far is way better drone. So not only the durability and build quality is way better on this drone, so again, it's much easier to fly, control, camera quality is definitely much better. So, but again, I think the best advantage of this drone versus this one, so I think it's just how easy it is to fly. And also, yeah, basically, so like even a beginner really can easily fly this drone, so again, there isn't any problems. Whereas this one, again, it was simply like flying all over, even if you calibrated properly, it didn't really do much to it. So again, the controls, in my opinion, are absolutely trash basically on that drone. Whereas on this one, it actually feels like a really decent quality product. And for the price you are paying, I think it's absolutely insane value for money. And again, really, there isn't really even a question. So even if the price costs the same, really, this is way better drone in pretty much any way. So again, like, it is pretty much impossible to damage in any way. So again, even if you smash it in some wall, again, it will still continue flying. So again, so I mean, it's just like literally 5 times better design on this drone as well. Also much better remote control, much better response between the drone and remote also. But when it comes to the phone app connection and drone connection, again, much better than on this one. So again, so again, there isn't really even like one thing, real thing, that this E99 or E88 is actually better than this drone. So yeah, it's that kind of huge difference. And again, if you want to get the best price on this drone, simply check out the special discount links that I have in the description from the AliExpress. So again, literally only a bit over $10 for this price. This drone is absolutely insane. Again, if you want to see basically how it flies and what it can do, you can simply check out my videos. I have like 4 or 5 different videos about this drone where I show it in more depth. Also, I have a video about this as well if you want to see how it flies. But again, when it comes to flying, really, there isn't really even competition. This is way better product. Anyway, good luck.